This is a like very special occasion in Jagannath Puri where the pujaris they give winter clothes to Jagannath from today onward. That's why it's called Odam Shashti. So Srila Maharaj was mentioning that the worship of Lord is performed in two different ways. One is Vidhi Marg and another is Prem Marg. Vidhi Marg means the process which follows rules and regulations mentioned in the Shastras. And Prem Marg is that marg in which one follows Rag, his heartfelt desires, whatever he is having, for the service of the Lord. Raganuga Bhakti Prem Marga. So in the Shastras it has been mentioned that unless and until the love manifests in someone's heart, one should not break the rules and regulations mentioned in the Shastras. At least he should always follow those rules and regulations, whatever has been mentioned in the Shastras. Lord Jagannath, even though he appeared in this world to distribute prema, not that he wanted to distribute Vidhi Marg, he wanted to distribute prema. His swarup in itself shows that he is always remembering Brajavasis, and he is the follower. He always appreciates the process of Prem Marg. And then Srila Maharaj was mentioning that Lord Jagannath, he came from Vaikuntha all the way to this material world to give his remnants, his prasad, his mercy to the people of this world. Then he was mentioning in Lord Jagannath himself came from Vaikuntha Loka. After that he was mentioning that how once Narada Muni, he brought some prasadam from Vaikuntha, Narayan's prasad, and then on the way he gave to Shiva. Shiva, he ate this prasad and was feeling great ecstasy. When his wife Parvati Devi, she asked that, "Oh Lord, oh Shiva, how come that you are feeling such a great bliss?" At that time he mentioned that because I attained some prasad. She said that you can't give something to me. You didn't save anything for me. He said, not at all. I have taken everything. So that's why Parvati Devi, she was a little bit like angry with Lord Shiva. And then she started performing austerity. When Bhagavan became pleased with her, what he did, he gave her darshan and asked that you can ask for a vow, boon. So at that time she asked for a boon. What was that? That, oh Lord, I want that your prasadam get available for everybody in this world. So by hearing her request, Jagannath, Lord gave him these words that yes, I will come in Jagannath Puri, and over there I will give my prasad freely for anybody and everybody. So over there in Jagannath Puri, everybody gets prasad of Lord Jagannath. But for Shiva, the prasadam is not available all the time. He is only able to get it on Shiva Chaturdashi, only one day in 1 year, on his appearance day. Or Srila Maharaj mentions the day when he had taken poison, Shiva Chaturdashi. So on that day he attains prasad, not in other days.
Shiv Chaturdashi is Shivratri is not.
No, Maharaj mentions that that's the day when he took poison.
Yeah, Shivratri is
Same, Shiv Chaturdashi and Shivratri means same thing.
so when
It's the same thing. Shiv Chaturdashi, Shivratri means the same thing.
what's Shivratri then?
It's same
It's
thing,
same
but
thing,
it's
but
not
what is that celebration?
I don't follow what the question is.
It's not his appearance day, Shivratri.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
That Maharaj mentions that's the day
Day he took poison.
when he took poison. So in Jagannath Puri, that place itself is known as the place for Lord's Bhog Vilas, means where he is enjoying everything as Lord, as King. Dwarika is known as Shayan Vilas, that's the place for Lord's taking rest. And Rameshwar is known as the place where Lord he takes bath. And then Badrinath is a place where he performs austerities. After that, Srila Maharaj started mentioning that in Jagannath Puri they offer so many different bhogas to Thakurji. 56 kind of preparations. And everything is, they make everything such a wonderful way that everything is very, very delicious, and most of the people by seeing and relishing it, they become astonished. Even though from time immemorial, 100,000 of sevaks they got changed, but the standard of Jagannath Prasad never got changed. It's always same. Those things which are not allowed in the temple are not allowed even up to now, like potatoes and cauliflower and cashews and all these things. So many different things like elaichi, cardamom, these things are not allowed. So up to now also it is not allowed. And they are having special tithis on which day what they will be cooking for Jagannath. And over there, unless and until things are being offered to the Lord, nobody is allowed to see it at all. But afterward, when it is been offered, then there is no rules and regulations. Anybody and everybody can take, and they don't have even this concept of uchishta, remnants. So after that, Maharaj started speaking about Odan Shashti, means the 6th day after Amavasya. That's the day when they start giving winter clothes to Jagannath. So Srila Maharaj was mentioning that why it is like that, because in the Shastras, according to them, it is mentioned, it has been mentioned that from this day they should start, and up to Basanta Panchami they should give winter clothes to Thakurji. So they do that. Once when they saw in Chaitanya Gaudiya Math Jagannath Puri that the devotees they are giving winter clothes even before Odan Shashti, they complained that why you people are doing like that. That's not the verdict of the Shastras. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned that I can see like you are wearing winter dress, and I myself, I also feel cold. That's why I am also wearing. So if I am wearing, you are wearing, for us there is no need for rules and regulations in the Shastras that from which day we have to start. But when we feel cold, we have to start. That's the rule. So why something is changed for the Lord? Why there are rules and regulations for Him? But for them it is very difficult to understand it. So Srila Maharaj was saying that Raghin Jana Bhaje Shastrir Agyay. Those devotees, even we cannot say that they are not devotees. They are also devotees, but they are devotees without having rag in their heart. Rag means deep attachment, deep affection for the Lord. When somebody is not having that, then what he does, he follows the injunctions of the Shastras. And this is also prescribed in the Shastra that they should do that, unless and until they come to that stage. Then Srila Maharaj was mentioning about Gop Kumar, that how Gop Kumar, he didn't mention the name, but he just started saying that he came to Jagannath Puri, but he saw that there are so many different people, those who will be performing particular services. Nobody else can do that. Can say like somebody has to offer ghee lamp, so he cannot even bring match box in his house, in his hand. somebody else will bring matchbox. That's a point. Like his another one, someone's duty is there that he will give the matchbox, and then another person he will bring wick, ghee wicks, and then others they will be performing puja. So each and everything is being prescribed for different people. So one person cannot perform the service of other. This is what is the rule over there. So by seeing all these things, Gop Kumar, he was not pleased over there. He was not happy by seeing that, oh, how come when I see that Lord is in need for something, why I cannot perform, why I have to wait for somebody else? Or if I want to do some particular service, then why I have to depend on others? So when he is having these kind of things, that's why he was not happy over there and he left that place. At this time, Srila Maharaj started mentioning about some other things regarding Chandan Yatra and other things in detail. But I just requested that Maharaj, you are saying that in our Gaudiya Math, we are following Vidhi as well as Rag all together, both things. Because there are devotees, those who are not qualified to enter immediately into Rag Marg, and there are processes which we see that comes in the category of Vaidhi Marg, but still we follow that also. So, can you speak something about this in detail? Then he started mentioning that yes, in our Math, what we do, we follow both processes altogether. So those, because the mission of Mahaprabhu does not exclude anybody, it includes everybody. And the verdict of the Shastras also include everybody, give chance to each and every person according to their adhikar to get progress in the path of bhakti. So that's why those who are in the like a very lower stage, they will be following this. After that, even if somebody comes on the higher stage, it is not that he will give up all rules and regulations. Even though he will be following everything externally, but at the same time he will be having deep attachment for the service of the Lord. So in this way he mentioned that those who are in this like position, that they don't, even though they are attracted to the Lord in Rag Marg, but they are not qualified to do that, then what they will be doing? They will be following the process of Harinam Sankirtan. Vidhi Marg Ratajane Swadhin Taratna Dane Rag Marge Karanu Pravesha. Harinam is having such a power that a person who is at this time who is following Vidhi Marg, he is on that platform and is following that. But this Harinam Prabhu, what he will do, he will award them with independence. Independence means where they will not be dependent on the verdict of the Shastras and they will follow the path of bhakti according to Brajavasis, natural path. So this qualification will be awarded by Harinam itself. But
Sorry, did you say that all again?
can you ask question?
Can you just repeat that?
Can say like those who are having some greed for Rag Marg and heard from Guru and Vaishnavas for that. But they feel that that's too high for them and they are not qualified to perform bhajan in that process at this time. So how they can reach over there? For them it is been mentioned that they will stick to Harinam. They will always pray to Harinam, that Harinam can manifest on my tongue, and then when that thing will happen, this Harinam Prabhu will award them, give them this freedom to serve the Lord according to their own heartfelt desires. This will be done by Harinam. That's the process. And then he was mentioning that in the temple, Jagannath temple, you cannot take umbrellas. You cannot take in your hand like anything which is considered like for one's sense enjoyment. You are not allowed to take. Why? Because all those things are meant for Jagannath. Over there, nobody else is allowed with all these things. Then he was mentioning the name of 3 different devotees. First is Bhinda Bhagat. There is one devotee whose name was Bhinda Bhagat. He was being given on like words by his Gurudev Ramdas that, oh Bhinda Bhagat, you are completely foolish. You have no qualification, you are illiterate. You cannot read Shastras. So it is better that you can serve the Lord according to the way you serve yourself. Whatever you feel that you are in need for, so you also always feel that that thing Bhagwan is also asking. So you should serve him like that. And then he gave another example of Mukund and Raghunath. Not Raghunath, Raghunandan.
Previous example.
Bhinda Bhakat. It's, it's a Punjabi word, Bhinda Bhakat. I don't know how to write it. Bhinda Bhakat. So the second is Mukund and Raghunandan. Mukunda Prabhu, when he was going out from his house, he asked his son Raghunandan to worship the deities. And how he has to worship the deities? He just mentioned that the way you eat everything, you can offer to the Lord and he will also eat. So in this way he asked him to enter into Rag Marga. And then Maharaj was mentioning about Alal Nath, that Alwar, the one who was serving Alal Nath Thakurji, he also asked his son to worship Lord like the way he likes everything. So they also, so in this way these three examples Maharaj mentioned that these are the some examples of devotees, those who worship the Lord in Rag Marga, and we know so many examples of devotees who worship him in Vidhi Marga. But for us, which is prescribed, our ultimate goal is Rag Marga, but because we are not qualified, that's why our Guru Vargas, they give us mixed path, in which there are things which is coming from Vidhi Marg, and then there are things which are coming from Rag Marga. And then slowly one has to completely surpass all the rules and regulations and enter into Rag Marga.
They used to call it Raganuga Pravriti.
Raganuga
Pravriti.
Pravritti.
What was the difference between Mukunda and Raghunanda?
What's that?
You say Mukunda and Raghunanda.
Son and father.
How you can know this transformation?
What's that?
In your heart. This transformation from Baini to
That's what we mentioned, that Harinam Prabhu will do that. Harinam Prabhu will do that.
And
In
you'll
this-
be aware. You'll be aware.
aware.
That's
Why
what
not?
she's asking.
Why not? Isn't it? If I am following something or I am not following something, I will definitely know about it. And once I am not following something, I am becoming fearful or not, that also I will know very well. While he was speaking about Nam Prabhu, he mentioned that how Narad Rishi, he is playing on his veena the name of Radhika Raman. At that time, Nam Prabhu himself comes on his tongue and manifests. At that time, he relishes what is the sweetness of Nam. I asked that Radhika Raman, Narad Muni Bajai Bina Radhika Raman Name, means he is not chanting the name of Radhika Raman. He said that no, he is not chanting. He is just making this sound with his Bina only.
So it's not chanting.
He is not chanting. He is just making sound with his Bina. And then the Nam Prabhu is coming by hearing this, that how much desire he is having. Then Nam Prabhu is coming and manifesting on his tongue, and that's called really like Nam has appeared. We cannot chant the name, but if Nam Prabhu wants, he can come on our tongue and then we can relish what sweetness is there in him. At this point he was mentioning that there are so many people, those who say that, oh, I chant 3 lakh name or I chant 10 lakh name, but those who are foolish, they don't really understand that this Nam is not something that which they can chant. This Nam is something which will manifest on their tongue. So this Nam Prabhu, he gives rasa. He's full of rasa. And what is that rasa? That devotees, doesn't matter in whatever like rasa they are in, this Nam Prabhu can award them. Those who are in the Madhur rasa, this Nam Prabhu can make them relish Madhur rasa. Those who are in the Vatsalya rasa, they can relish Vatsalya rasa. At this point, he started mentioning how this Sakhya rasa is having two channels, Vatsalya rasa as well as Madhur rasa. Sakhya rasa, Arjun and Braj Sakhasa. Arjun, he can give order to Krishna that, oh Krishna, take this chariot into both the parties. But he cannot give his remnants to the Lord. Even though he may have taken something which is very, very delicious, but he cannot offer it to the Bhagavan. He cannot offer to Krishna. He is fearful. How can I offer my remnants to him? But Brajvasis, Braj Sakhas, they don't think at all like this. विश्रम्भ और उसका एक मतलब विश्रम्भ और गौरव बोलते हैं, एक ही शब्द है। या तो उसको बोल सकते हैं कि वो जो हैं गौरव भाव में है। गौरव भाव का मतलब होता है those who are in गौरव भाव means those who are having awe and reverence in their heart, कुछ रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस फॉलो करते हैं, किंतु जो दूसरे वाले होते हैं वो इन चीज़ों को नहीं मानते, जो ब्रजवासी हैं। And then another example of Vatsalya Ras Maharaj was giving about Dashrath and Kaushalya, that how Maharaj Dashrath, he is following all rules and regulations. He has given his words to Kaikeyi, his wife, and he fulfilled it. Whereas Vasudeva also gave his words to Kamsa, but when Krishna, he asked him that take me to Nanda's house, at that time he forgot that he has given these words to Kamsa, and he brought him for the service of the Lord. He gave up his desire to keep his words. And then Devaki and Vasudeva, in this regard Devaki and Vasudeva, they are superior than Dashrath and Kaushalya, but still they are not equal to Nanda and Yashoda. In front of Nanda and Yashoda, still they are like very inferior. What Maharaj was speaking about is that how Krishna, he holded Giriraj Govardhan, and he was having fight with Kaliya in front of all the Brajvasis, and he was killing so many demons over there, showing so many miracles, but still Brajvasis, they were not at all ready to accept that he is having some power more than them. Whereas Devaki and Vasudeva, they have not seen anything, Giriraj Govardhan's Leela or Kaliya Leela or anything like that, but still they were unable to accept that how it is possible that our son can perform something like that. He must be Bhagavan. It is not possible otherwise. So in this way, there is so much difference in between those who follow rules and regulations, those who are having opulent mood toward the Lord, and those who are having loving, affectionate relationship with the Lord. But Bhagavan, he is very, very merciful. He accommodates everybody. He does not exclude anybody. He gives chance to each and every person to come close to him. That's why he reciprocates to all his devotees according to their qualification. It is not that those who are on the path of Vaidhi Bhakti, they don't have like any bhav in their heart. They also feel, sometimes they also, when they speak the glories of the Lord, their heart also melts. Tears also flow from their eyes. So this kind of situation also comes in them also. But the meaning of mercy for them is something very different than the meaning which devotees in Rag Marg they accept. Can say like those who are in the opulent mood, if they get some opulence from the Lord, then they say that, oh Lord is very, very merciful to me. Why? Because he is giving me so much opulence. Whereas the devotees, those who are in Madhurya Rasa or Madhur Braj Rasa, what they accept that if something is coming to them like this, then they think that mercy of Lord is not there on them. So just opposite mood is there. And after that, Srila Maharaj, he started speaking about that how in Vaikuntha Loka there is no jealousy at all. Vaikuntha means itself, means a place where there is no kuntha, where there is no jealousy. Why there is no jealousy over there? Why? Because everything is unlimited over there. And why jealousy is here in this world? In this world means all 14 planetary system everywhere. Why this jealousy is there? Because everything is limited. In this material world, if like Maharaj was saying that we are sitting here and everybody is breathing, how much oxygen one is taking, there is no fight, there is no question to ask even that, why you are breathing very heavily, you will be taking more oxygen than me. Nobody objects at all. And when somebody is going out and sitting in the sun, then also there is no jealousy at all that, why he is taking so much sun rays, I am not taking. So there is no jealousy over there also. Why? Because sun rays and the oxygen is unlimited. And doesn't matter how much you want, you can take it. But still there are things for which people are having jealous. Why? Because those things are limited. Like Maharaj mentions time to time that sometimes there are places where is a shortage of water, and over there this water comes in the tankers, and people they stand in the queue and then they collect water. Can say like everybody is allowed to collect 20 liter of water, and then if somebody tries to collect only 21 liter even, then fight starts. That when everybody is taking 20 liter, why you are taking 21 liters? So fight starts. Why? Because the water in the tanker is limited. Whereas in Ganga or Yamuna or any other river, doesn't matter how much water one may take, there is it's not a point at all to become jealous or become angry. Why? Because water over there is unlimited. So in this way, in this material world, everything is limited. That's why people are having jealous for each other. If one gets and another does not get, then they feel jealous to each other. But in Vaikuntha Loka, there is no jealous at all, because over there everything is unlimited. So that's why Srila Maharaj was mentioning that what we should really hanker for, we should try to perform bhajan. Bhagavan is unlimited, his qualities are unlimited. Once we will worship him, when our object will only be Bhagavan, then there will be no question of having any kind of enviousness or fight with anybody of this material world. That's why in Srimad Bhagavatam there is one instruction is given for each and every person, and what is that? Akama sarva kamova. Does not matter you are having any desire or you don't have any desire, or you are having all kind of desires. Doesn't matter whatever kind of position you are in, you should always worship the Lord, Krishna. Then what will happen? All your desires will get fulfilled. Why? Because he is the reservoir of all qualities. He is having everything, and everything will be fulfilled by worshipping him. And then he was mentioning that in this word, the word is been used, akama sarva kamova moksha kama udardi tivrena bhakti yogena yajet purusha param. One should worship the lotus feet of that Lord who is superior than anybody else, who is known as Param Purush. Then Srila Maharaj mentioned one verse from Bhagavad Gita which mentioned that how Krishna is Purushottam. He himself is mentioning that who am I? He is saying that Kharad Atito Aham. I am that personality who is beyond anything, who is beyond this material world. Whatever exists here, I am beyond that. I am not a person who is meeting with any kind of default. And Aksharad Brahma. I am the cause of Brahma even. I am superior to that. Jnani Tattvavid, those who are Jnanis, and those who are Tattvavid, those who know all the Tattvas, they accept it like that. They can realize like this. And Vedas also speak about me, that I am the only person who is supposed to be called Purushottam. In this way, Srila Maharaj mentioned that Lord Jagannath, he is known as Purushottam, and each and everything is meant for him. everything should be used for him, but not according to rules and regulations, according to one's own Atma Vritti. Means whatever one feels for himself, he should offer everything to the service of the Lord also. In this way he concluded. Hare Krishna.